Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna show a whole week of work. This time, both my main work sets and the accessory exercises that I do. Although I'm not gonna show you every single set of accessory. We need to start with a public service announcement, though. At around 7:45 in this video, there will be a title screen that says accessory movements. After that, there's several shots of me with no shirt on. So if you don't want to see that, you've been warned. So I started counting my core tonnage in a certain way in early April. And I got 7820 pounds for that whole week. This happened to be my first week over 10,000, which was kind of cool. So I only count the work sets on my 4 core lifts. And I just take total sets times reps times weight. And so if you don't see numbers pop up on the screen, that's actually an uncounted set. So I probably won't show uncounted sets in the future because, it takes time. And ditto on the accessory stuff, I just thought I'd show it, for anybody who might be interested. However, in the future, if I do anything cool, like, perhaps start repping, 185 on the incline bench, then maybe I'll just have to show that because that'd be pretty cool. What you're looking at now is lower body volume day. I've been still able to handle pushing the weights up each week and hitting a set of 8 reps. The depth is looking pretty good there. I'm pretty happy with that. And my legs have been feeling pretty good. The attention to recovery via stretching and foam rolling has helped quite a bit in terms of the issues I was having with my legs. This is my deadlift set for 8. Feeling pretty good. I like this. Got to work on getting that to touch more evenly. As you noticed, I was tapping. Each side was hitting at a different time on a couple of those reps there. Alright, so now we're on to Sunday, which is my upper body volume day. No music in the background. I was watching F1. Monaco was on. So I would come over here, do a set, run back over, look at the TV. This is the first week that I switched from 8 up to sets of 5. And as you notice, like the week before, I did 165 for a set of 8. And to keep the work reps in the 8 to 10 range, I now do 2 sets of 5. This is the second set coming up. I was real happy with this day's work because for some reason on Sunday, post the lower body workout, I had some kind of weirdness going on in my shoulder. And so on this day I was being like extremely careful, trying to make sure I didn't, hurt anything worse. But I was definitely happy that I gave it a go because I was like, I need to at least try the workout. And then only if it gets worse, cancel it. And overhead press is the last of my core lifts. I once did the Wendler 531 type program, and that's how it runs. It does, squat, deadlift, bench, and overhead press. So I kind of just stuck with that, even though I'm not actually doing 531 anymore. Alright, on to lower body power day. So I schedule my carb up days on the days before lower body. Boy, does it work, man, because I'd be loaded up on carbs and salt. It feels great. This right here is the final warm-up set. This is 215, I think. Did it for 3 no belt. Felt pretty good. And here we go with the work set. Decided to actually pull out 2 big boy plates, even though I don't technically need them until I go over 300 pounds. But, it feels good to have the 2 wheels on there, right? Yeah, I'm happy with that depth. That's good. Face is pretty red because that is heavy. Had a slight problem, although this is actually a warm-up set. I actually had a slight problem on my work set of deadlifts on this day. Bar was actually slipped out of my left hand, and I'm not sure if that is actually a weakness showing up or just a fluke thing. But regardless, because that happened, even though I technically got the 5 reps, I decided to do an extra one, for good measure. You can kind of see how I sort of lost it there. So I was like, whatever, I can do another one. But we'll count it as 5. Yeah, buddy. Alright, on to upper body power day. 195 for 2 sets of 2 on the bench. This is going to be my last week of this training cycle, because I'm going to be traveling a bit in the next 2.5 weeks. So my plan is to take a deload week on this coming week, and I'll be in town next weekend. So I think I'm going to try and do a mock meet, where I pretend it's like an actual powerlifting meet and take, 3 squats, 3 benches, and 3 deadlifts, and try and get, a good idea of what my strength levels are, and then use that to plan my next training block. Alright, close it now if you haven't. Dun dun dun. Oh my god! I'm just messing around. So, for my accessory work, once a week I do wide grip chin-ups using weight, and you're going to have to take my word for it that I'm using a wide grip here because that's some bad camera work. And it's just as bad when I show the narrow grip later in the week. So, like I said, you're going to have to take my word on that. All of it with the exception of pistols, is bodybuilding style. Now here's a great example of why video is helpful. My form did not feel that bad, but now that I'm watching it on the barbell rows, that's a lot of body English. I put the belt on after this, and it helped, but I may end up going to Pendlay rows in the future. Now here's the exercise that is not bodybuilding style. This is a strength exercise called pistol squats. They are one-legged squats where the free leg is stuck out in front of you. I only do this between 2 and 5 reps. Everything else is like 6 to 10, where you try and maintain constant tension on the muscle by not locking out, things like that. You want to get strong legs, do pistols. These are amazing. Yeah, here's the incline, and this is a good example of what I'm talking about, where, because it looks like half reps, but what you're doing is, you're keeping the tension on the chest and stopping the stroke before the triceps really take over, and I find that has been helpful in actually getting my upper chest to actually look better, because normally there was like nothing there. So a quick note on conditioning. Decent, not great. You can see I'm kind of still carrying that layer on the lower abs and lower back. And every dude who just heard that statement is like, yeah, that's where it sits. I also don't have particularly great upper arm definition. But I'm really kind of losing motivation to diet because I'm actually thinking more about gunning for strength gains, particularly on the bench. The idea of trying to bench double my weight is really starting to take hold in my head, and something I may want to really try and do. The question is, here's narrow grip chins, by the way. And like I said, take my word for it, it's narrow grip because you can't see it. The question with the bench, though, is I'm definitely going to have to add muscle mass in order to do that. And the question is really, am I too old for that to happen now? Or have I just been too lazy up till now, and all I really got to do is, work my tail off and start eating, and it'll happen if I do that. We'll see. So that's probably going to be a big focus of the next training cycle, is to eat, which is going to be fun for its own reasons, because dieting does get old after a while. And I'm going to be trying this interesting idea where you do super heavy lockout holds, and I'll talk more about that in a future video where I'll show it. But the idea is that you kind of trick your nervous system into allowing you to handle heavier weights. And the final exercise I'm showing is my strap trainer push-ups, which is awesome with the weight in the backpack shifting around. There's a 35 in there this week. I got 3 sets of 10, and so that is it. We'll be seeing you guys in the future. Take care.